Humans are temporal beings. When I say this quote that was stated by a philosopher named Martin Heidegger, who's a Russian man, he once, when he says this, he's referring to humans have a limited time in this world that live in Rome. Now, when I state this, it is because doctors assist with suicide should be legal, is what I believe at least, because we all suffer from these sort of paradigms and stuff, but because there's a terminal illness that are causing people to suffer mentally and physically, and they can't handle that. And so that is why they should have the consent of the doctor and of their own, because they're not only causing themselves any type of traumatizing acts or sufferings, but also to the doctor and the loved ones. Because the loved ones are being affected by those because they could lose this chance of being this last person in need. The doctor who doesn't know how to cure this or solve it out is suffering from it because he's also putting stress on the family and on the patient who is suffering. And the patient who is dying deep inside and physically because he cannot do anything and just stand there. So that is why they should have this choice. But to an extent, there are some doctors that will use this as a way to conduct experiments and such, which is why I believe to an extent they should have like documented papers beforehand, because sometimes the family will think that, the family will believe that in a sense that it's the doctor's fault and the doctor has the consent, but if they choose, the family chooses not to want because the doctor chooses that the patient shouldn't die because they still have a chance of surviving, then that's only putting doubt on the family because they are also suffering because the patient is in a state where they cannot speak, think, or anything, any type of movement. And another quote was, "Once we let doctors kill our patients, we cannot put a limit to how many patients they can kill of those who want to die. Because if everyone wants to die at that point, there's no survival of anyone in this human race." That's all.